Hey y'all, Distaggio here. Today we'll be talking about raiding. Yes, do people still raid? What? I mean, do they? Sure. Raiding here be monster bases. Now, first base I want to talk about is the base I came up with based on a variant of another person's base. I call it the Dirty Distaggio Double Diamond because of the sort of two diamond formation shapes. And now this base is really good for Here Be Monsters A, B, and C. One tip on Here Be Monsters A, the base is too strong for A, that's for sure. So you gotta open up the walls and let them come in and then it's fine, or just remove the outer ring, you'll be fine. Anyways, the place to attack is the green circles. That is the weakest part of the base. If you do add walls to bind design, you want to add them down there. The second point of weakness is going to be where the purple or pink sort of squares are. And as you can see, I found a super high level. This is the highest level walled and development base I've seen the Dirty Distaggio Double Diamond work at. So I'm just going to drop in the Druid, I'm going to drop in Thunder God, and pretty much the rest of them. As you can see, I have no troops here. And this wasn't like I asked him to come raid me. This was I found Mike Gaxican in just raiding as I was cycling through raids. I did about 10 raids in a row, hero only raids, and it's getting real lucky. And yeah, you clear out that center, those towers can't really reach you down there. Even like a level 6-7 tower can't reach down there. I mean, yeah, he may have been getting me a little bit, but that's definitely, you just clear it from the bottom up. And this is why the base is not very good on Here Be Monsters D, because you get 2 or 3 waves from the south, southwest, or southeast, and the base collapses. So that's why it wasn't working for me on D, but it beats Here Be Monsters C without troops easily every time, 4 in a row. You'll never lose. So it's a really good base for that. I clean him out, and that was a really cool, highly developed bases. Where he has those level 1 walls, I would take those walls and move them down into the south. Next base I'll be talking about is the God Fuzzy, a base I designed, I lived in for a very long time. I have been raided hundreds of times. People have raided me in this base. This is one of my guildmates who has the base design, allowed me to raid them. And here's the problem, people would always drop into me on the purple. They'd go for the free easy resources. The problem is I would just annihilate everyone. They would get hit by 2 or 4 towers, then their heroes and troops would split up. One would go towards one army camp, one would go towards my other army camp. They'd all get annihilated. They just could not beat this base. So then number 2, the second most common attack is at the white dots. They start at one army camp and work their way up through the resources. The problem is the second they blow up that army camp, they're going to hit 6 buildings, 2 or 3 towers are going to hit them the whole time, and then the north army camp is going to crush down in on them as they're fighting the buildings, and then they're gonna get arced, sort of a confusion arc around the top, and then they're gonna have to face all my heroes. So that didn't work. That's not a good way to attack this base. Do not attack at white circle. Do not attack anywhere, seriously, anywhere along purple. You will die. That is how the base is designed. And now, it works really good against Here Be Monsters because it's always an edge pop. Now, if you think about it, just look at Ooh-Ha Hop's base right here. If you pretty much drop at the edge anywhere, just look at how this works on the edge. If you drop anywhere at the edge, you will always aggro not on the green dots, right? But because when you're player versus player raiding, you get to drop wherever you want. That's not red. Now, Here Be Monsters, it works great because wherever you drop, you are always going to hit white or purple. That is how the base works. It makes an edge pop always hit white or purple. Now, because we're player versus player rating, I've come across this base 5 times. I'm 5-0 on beating my own base rating God Fuzzy. It's the green dots. That is the weak point. Now, the goal here is to drop on the green dots. Do not hit aggro of the little aggro, the mines and mills there, or the army camp. You want to aggro and try to aggro on that guild hall, and then you want all your troops to come into the center and clear from the center. That is the only way to clear this base from the center. You have to attack there on the 2 green dots, otherwise you are a goner. You will lose even if you're level 100s and you're facing level 80s. you know, you will lose against this base unless you attack on green. There's no other way to do it, and here's my attack. So I'm scanning around here. I zoom in. I want to look at these heroes and see where everyone is situated. If Spirit Mage is at the north part, the topmost of these altars, I'd come in at the south and vice versa, because I want my Spirit Mage to randomly hit their Spirit Mage. That's my goal here, is to always randomly take out their most highest. So I just said, no, they didn't have Spirit Mage, so I don't really care where I go. I dropped on my green dot. I want to hit that guild hall. I hit it. But look at this, guys. Even then, even when you do it, you can still get confusion routed around. Now, luckily, super luckily, I have Revived Spirit Mage, right? My Spirit Mage just died right there. And when Uhahop was watching this video back, he's like, yes, I got him. No way he got me. And then it's like, boom, Spirit Mage pops back up. He's like, shit! Who seriously has Revive on their Spirit Mage? I'm sure he was thinking to himself. But this is why I have Revive on Spirit Mage. I love raiding. It's how I started out on YouTube videos. It was actually Castle Clash raid strategy, Dirty Distaggio. But now I've kind of branched out as raiding got kind of difficult for me, as I mited up way too ahead of schedule. I had to back up, eat some heroes, and kind of restart the clock. Anyhow, so yeah, that was a fun one. Now raiding Busky, so easy. Busky is ridiculous. Now this is a hard Busky because the level 100 plus heroes. But look at what he says up there in his letters. The Antichrist version 66 something. I don't even know what that said, but I know I am God, and he just insulted me. Come on, Antichrist, come on. Christ is my son. I am the God Fuzzy. I saw 100,000 gold. I knew I was going to lose this. I didn't care. I wanted to kill all my guys. I was going to go do Here monsters. I take 100,000 gold, and that is penance for his sins against the God Fuzzy. Look at that Atlantic core. Just destroys me. Annihilates me. But hey, in 3 days, my troops shall rise from the tomb. Now this is someone raiding me on my Busky design. This is the way to defeat my current Busky design. You bring in Thunder God first. This guy really did it perfect. You bring in Thunder God first. You bring in the rest of your heroes a little bit later. You clear from the middle. Now I still did pretty good against him. It's mainly that Atlantic core. Not gonna lie to you. That is a beast. Anytime he triggers, and look at his energy bar. He triggers right here, and I could have actually won this one. But I do thank this person for giving me that 100%. Most of the time people just come and clear your resources and they're out. So he actually kind of took that effort to clear the whole base 100% and give me that 10-hour shield. So thank you. The player was taste-like. Alright, please subscribe, and of course, as always, keep it dirty.